Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Universal iRacing Series. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Starting a little bit later than what we wanted to. A little bit of stream difficulties. But today is the Championship 4 here from Homestead, Miami Speedway. We've gone green for a couple of laps. Hold on one second. We have a little bit of an issue with cameras. And we went green for a couple of laps, and we had our first caution of the afternoon. It's a 200 lap race with 3 different stages. The final 4 guys we have today is Henry Kaloff on that outside. Everybody in the final 4 can have this pink banner on their car. Henry Kaloff is one of their final 4 drivers. Contender Davis, one of them as well, after a JJ Moore could not make it due to a sickness. He got the tiebreaker, so he gets in. Zachary Trevino, he's also one of your championship drivers in that Precision Speed Solutions Chevrolet Camaro. And your final one, who started the race 1 lap down due to a penalty from Monday night, would be Wyatt D. Thompson. He's definitely the favorite to win the championship. He's had such a good season, and he's looking to go win his 2nd straight championship. That's the goal for these 4 drivers today. Doesn't matter who you beat. It doesn't matter where you finish, as long as you just finish ahead of those other championship 4 competitors. And if we go look, our first stage is at lap 40. End of lap 40 is going to be our first stage. We're green flag, back in the air for the 2nd time today. Great jump from Christian Zarate. He leads the field off into turn 1. Kaloff moving to the bottom of the track, trying to go get that lead. The main name today is going to be tire saving as Zachary Trevino around the outside. 3 wide with Hector Collazo and Contender Davis. He clears both of them off of the corner. Zachary Trevino up into P5. 2nd out of your championship 4. Off into 3 and 4 again. Remember that stage break as well. You know, those are we got 2 stages today. Sorry, 3 stages, 2 stage breaks. Trent Wilkin makes contact with Davis. He goes straight left. Could have gave him some good damage. Stage 2 will end at the end of lap 90. So we got a 40 lap stage and a 50 lap stage. And Chase George going to get a little bit loose as well. But Zarate out front. 2 seasons ago in the Cup Series, Christian Zarate was not in the championship race, but he won the championship race. Or wasn't in the championship 4, but he won the championship race. He's trying to work some magic again today. He's pulling away quickly. Kaloff on that 3rd line. Interesting call. Not really going to save the tires on that top side. And there's Wyatt D. Thompson. You're probably your favorite to win the championship. He won it last season. Looking to go get it again and become the first 2-time champion in the Contender Series. 2nd ever 2-time champion in UAS history. The only other one, Logan Brink, who did it last season. And he's in your Final 4 tomorrow night. Zachary Trevino right there behind Hector Collazo, and just a little bit behind that is Henry Kaloff. And he's going to be side by side with Kaloff. This is your battle for the championship lead. Trevino on the top, Kaloff on the bottom. It is stage racing, so will not be decided just yet. There's Colby Duckworth there as well. He's going to go 3 wide on the bottom. Sorry, that's Jackson Brown on the bottom of the track. Slide jobs in front of Kaloff. Trevino will be on the top. He will prevail from Brown and Kaloff. He'll clear both of them off the corner. Zachary Trevino, first out of your final four. And Jackson Brown is in the wall. Lap 16 of 200 today. It's going to be a long one. And Zachary Trevino's up in the 4th position. He's making his way through this field. He's probably, based off of, previous seasons and, just stuff that's gone on. And, if you look at it as a historic point in the UIS, Zachary Trevino, probably your favorite to win today. But you never know in a Final Four situation like this. I mean, after the season Whitey Thompson's had, he should be your champion, but you never know. This comes down to one race. Who is going to be best at Homestead? Wyatt won the championship last season, finished 3rd place in the race. Right now he's sitting back there in that 10th spot out of 14 cars, and Trevino really just, he's controlling his own race, controlling his own destiny. Currently in Collazo will go to the lead over Christian Zarate here on lap 18. Remember, the stage break will be in about 20 more laps. Pretty much single file. The top 5 all separated by less than 8 tenths. About 8 tenths as, of course, he goes up. Travis Prather ran really well here Monday night in the UBN Prospect Series in the championship race over there. He was at the lead at one point of the race, I believe. And Trevino's all over him down the front straightaway, right on his rear end as he go around. Does he try to go around him right now? He's gonna go to the top. He's on his outside, less than 20 to go in stage number 1. Trevino ripping that top line. Well, we found so far this week has been the top in 1 and 2 has been the best lane, and the bottom in 3 and 4. And Trevino rolling that middle line in 1 and 2, not making moves, but he's getting, to Prather. And he's all over him. And Trevino to the bottom, sliding up. Prather slides up as well. Thank God he did that, or that could have been a bad wreck. Kendorian Davis finds himself back into the 10th place position. He fell back to 13th for a couple of minutes right there, slowly making his way forward. Whitey Thompson in 9th. And Henry Kaloff will be in 5th under our next caution. We'll interview one of your 4 Championship 4 drivers. And he looked like he was a little bit close to it. Prather right there. Contact. Jackson Brown will save it at the back of the field. That could have been bad. He's still all over the back of him. Can't go anywhere. Whitey Thompson trying to make a move on the inside of Carmelo Echevarria. Or Echivara. Whatever. He's going to send it down the inside. He will clear him. They had a little bit of a moment. Monday night. On lap 1, turn 1. And Braden Mavick is up mid-pack, or not mid-pack, up towards the front now. He's going to go below Trevino. Henry Kaloff trying to join him as well. Down to the bottom of the track. Looks like Trevino's tires might be fading just a little bit. Here at the late stages of stage number 1. 20 to go in the, or not 20 to go in the stage, 15 to go in the stage. Coming to 14 to go. Zach right on the outside of Henry Kaloff off of turn 4. The battle for right now, first in your final 4. With Whitey Thompson in striking distance. Kaloff pushes it up the track. Almost contact. Ken Dorian trying to get clear of Carmelo. If he's able to, your championship 4 will be lined up together. Trevino on Kaloff's outside, really fighting it. And they're staying side by side, even with the runs off the corner. And your championship 4 are lined up, P5 through P8. You got guys starting to fan out everywhere as these tires are starting to wear. Prather's on the top, so is Zarate. Collazo still leads and by 3/10 over the rest of the field. Collazo running that middle line. And battle's still not over for 5th place. You know, the stage points do not matter in the Championship 4, but always a good look to be able to see, you know, how well these guys are saving their tires, because Trevino running that middle line, it's gonna chew his stuff up, and we might be 3 wide off of turn 2. No, Prather will get the run off the corner, but he's now in the way. Also gives Trevino a little toe down the back straightaway. But Zach is just really driving Henry hard. Might be burning his right front up a little bit. He's still there. And we're going to be 3 wide off of turn 4. Travis Prather on the top, Trevino in the middle, and Henry Kaloff on the bottom line. side by side as well behind them. Kaloff backs out of it. Trevino clears Kaloff, and he will clear Prather the corner as well. Right front tire slowly falling off the car for Travis Prather. Battle here for P2. Starting to build up just a little bit with Braden Movick. They're in third place. He won 2 times this season, I believe. If it wasn't twice, it's been once. You know, he won at Las Vegas in a pretty dominating second half performance from him. And we got 8 to go in stage number 1. Hector Collazo out front still, as he's been really, really fast through the first stage of this race, and he's, you know, this is one of his best ovals. He's known as the road course guy here in the UIS, and he's just really driving really well here today at Homestead. He was really competitive as well in the Cup Series at Homestead the first time around. There's a little bit of some unfortunate events that led him to not being able to win, but Braden Movick throws it from the bottom all the way to the top, and he will clear Christian Zarate off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. There's nobody between him and Collazo. This should be a pretty solid battle for the stage. Jackson Brown gets put a lap down. Trying to flip the stage, I would assume. Because it looks like he's clearing on better tires and almost contact with Braden Movick. That could have been bad. And he's all over Collazo down the backstretch. You should be able to get to the lead and have the opportunity to just chill out. Oh my God, they made contact. He's also trying to save his stuff a little bit more than likely. Movick from the bottom to the top again. And he's still getting the run down the backstretch. He's closing in. Slowly but surely. Off of 4. He's there. He's right next to Collazo. Off into turn 1. The battle for P1. He throws it up the track. He parks it on the outside line, and Braden Movick will take the lead here at Homestead Miami Speedway. And Collazo's not done yet. He's gonna drive it in on the bottom. Battling hard for the stage win. Off of turn 4. Movick will clear him. With just a few more to go in the stage, Braden Movick looks to have locked this up with this interesting line from the top, bottom all the way to the top. Trying to keep the momentum up the best he can. And he probably will pull away now. Get a little look at our championship four. Zachary Trevino, P3. Looking solid. Henry Kaloff, he's been right on him the entire time. P6 is Whitey Thompson. And 7th is Ken Dorian Davis. There's your final 4 competitors here at Homestead. And Movick has 2 to go in the stage. Braden Mubbock, one more lap in stage number 1 here. And, you know, our early thoughts so far from this Championship 4 is Zachary Trevino, Henry Kaloff, Whitey Thompson. You know, I think Wyatt, or not Wyatt, and Kendra Davis, those are your final 4. I think right now, Zachary Trevino and Henry Kaloff have the 2 best chances to be able to win this. They've been able to save their stuff, been faster than the other 2 guys. I think Kendorian is definitely the underdog here today, as Braden Mubbock will come to the green checkers here and will end stage 1. Braden Mubbock will win stage 1 at Homestead. And, you know, I think that should be the stage yellow. Yeah, there's the caution. And, you know, Kendorian definitely is the underdog here today. Wyatt was doing pretty solid. I mean, they drove from the back, which the back 14 cars, to the front of the field, or not to the front, mid-pack. And, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what they can do on an actual long run, as that last stage is going to be 110 laps. They got to figure out what to do for that. And, you know, let's see. If we can get an interview with one of your final 4, we'll do Whitey Thompson if we can. Whitey Thompson, you got a copy in the booth?
Yes, sir, I do.
You know, we weren't able to talk to you before the race started with our, you know, our technical difficulties that we were having, but you know, you started with your 1 lap hold. You were able to rebound up to 6th place. You know, how's the car feeling, and what do you think your odds are to be able to win this championship?
I'm gonna be honest right now. The car feels like crap right now. It's super tight. Past like lap 5, I've burned off over 50% of the tire, 28 laps into the run. So I think the move is just try and get track position and then just stay up there and see how far we can super save.
Yeah, you know, you did win this race last season on a long run. You know, what's it gonna take for you to be able to win this one here today? You know, do you know what you need to do on this next stage? Because I mean, you can kind of use these first 2 stages as just to test everything out. You know, do you have in mind what you need to get done or to do, or, you know, is this just going to be a lot of testing in the second stage?
I mean, right now through that first stage, I definitely felt faster. I wasn't trying to push my stuff. I may have been driving it wrong. I had 4174. So
yeah, it's never
that
good.
Doesn't seem very good. The right front was 265 and 200 on the right rear. So I think we'll be trying to figure out how to keep the thing loose through the second run.
Yeah, you know, you definitely the one to watch. You know, being able to go back to back would be pretty fantastic. And, you know, well, good luck for the rest of your race, and we'll send you back.
Appreciate you.
Oh God, hold on. Yeah, there you go. Secretary Trevino, you got a copy in the booth? You know, you're sitting P. You got me?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Okay, you're sitting P2 right now. You definitely look like you have the best speed out of any of the final 4 drivers. You know, what are you looking for in this second stage, and, you know, how's the car feeling underneath you?
I don't think I got the. I think we got to work on the car a little bit more. It's getting tight. I think I need to manage my tires better, but I'm definitely, you know, fast. So we'll see what we can do, and just got to keep our nose clean. So yeah, that's all I can do.
Yeah, definitely. No, I was gonna ask a couple more questions, but we're coming to the green flag, so we'll send you back so you can lock in. And, you know, you're looking pretty solid right now. We were very fast that first stage, and, you know, we'll see you probably at the end of stage 2.
All right. Yep. Thank you.
This one will be on Hector Colazo in the restart zone as he reclaims the lead. Mubbock went all the way to the back. I think he does like to go to try to pass people, and 50 lap stage this time. It's kind of crazy how you can go from the back to the front in a 40-lap stage while still saving tires and having the best tires at the end. But here we go. Starter's got the green flag in the hand. It's going to be on Collazo in the restart zone. And the green flag is back in the air. Great jump for the bottom line. Bad jump for Zachary Trevino on the outside. Zarate with some pretty good front end damage. It seems like he gave a big push to Collazo there, put a dent in his front end. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna really hurt him on the straightaways. 3 wide here for P2 or for P3. Trevino will pull away, and Thompson's gonna be on the bottom. And Whitey Thompson will move his way into P3 with Zachary Trevino just in front of him. And remember, this stage will end at lap 90. So very interesting to see, you know, who's gonna be there at the end of the stage with the tires. And honestly, this stage could tell us a lot if it goes green, which if it gets spread out like last time, it will go green more than likely to the end of the stage. And remember that last stage, about 100, 110 laps, 105 laps ish. You know, it's gonna be very important to see, you know, who's got the tire to be able to, you know, go and compete there in that third stage, because that third and final stage is going to be so important for these drivers. Who can save the tires? Homestead is such a long run track, and you know, as Wyatt said last time, he really did not save the right front tire, was overheating it, wore it a lot, and now he's in a situation where he's got to figure something out here if he wants to go defend his title. Let's go a little on board with Whitey Thompson. On board with Zachary Trevino now. In your Championship 4 update, Zachary Trevino, second place. Currently would win the championship if it was decided right now. Whitey Thompson in third with his teammate Riley Maxwell right behind him, trying to do everything he can to help him out. Henry Keloff is in sixth place. Currently third out of the 4 competitors for the final four, for the Championship 4. See what he's able to do here as Chase George almost runs him over. And, you know, he saved his tires really well in that first run. Maybe trying to save him a little bit better this time. Make a late race run, or late stage run to the front of the field. Zarate falling off a lot with that front end damage. Kendori Davis, 4th out of your Championship 4. Just hasn't had the speed that all these other guys have had so far in this race. Looking for anything he can find out of that number 9 car. And Hector Collazo is still up front. 1.8 seconds is the gap between him and Trevino. And we got a battle here. The battle for who will, be the first out of the 4 competitors here. Here at Homestead, off into turns 1 and 2. Trevino will lead Thompson. Zachary Trevino never has won a championship here in the UIS. He's been, can't even say he's been close. He always has the opportunity. Always just something has to go on, or something late in his seasons where he either cannot drive for the championship or he just doesn't make it. A couple seasons ago in the very same series as the Truck Series, he had the record of 6 wins in a single season. Didn't even make the Final Four because of stuff at the end of the season. Last season, he had a solid run as well and could not make the Final Four. This season in Cup, missed the playoffs completely. Just looking to have something to go his way in this season, and next one try to rebound and maybe he can go compete for a championship as well. He will no longer be part-time or full-time in the 40XLI Contender Series next season. He will be running full-time in trucks and full-time in the Cup Series, and the Truck Series is Monday night. He won here Monday night at Homestead in the trucks as well. He'll be joining Duck Motorsports and his team owner Colby Duckworth, who sadly could not make it today. But he'll be joining him for the Truck Series next season. So you got to go off with a bang, or out with a bang. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do here today, and he's holding off Thompson pretty well as Collazo pulling away a little bit more. They were pretty even on lap times. Whitey Thompson, the fastest car, no, Riley Maxwell, the fastest car on track last lap, the 34-1. Three wide mid-pack, or back of the field. Let's just take let's go with an onboard of, or above camera of Zachary Trevino versus Whitey Thompson. Just look at their lines, how they're turning in. Wyatt's turning in so much earlier. Zach's hitting that bottom lane right at the end, exiting lower. Gets the better run on the straightaways. And that's the difference. Wyatt's probably getting to the bottom too early. That's why his tire is burning off. And, Zach's just making small inputs through the corner, exiting lower. The lower you exit on the banking, the better the run you're going to get if they're both on the same line. Thompson driving it in deep right there. That might be the difference right there, guys. Is just how they're turning into the corners. And, let's just listen to an onboard of Whitey Thompson if you can hear the tires scrubbing or not. Yeah, a little screeching sound. That's the right front tire as it's scrubbing, and that's where you're going to get the wear from. Let's listen to Trevino's. Looks like Zach's struggling to get to the bottom lane a little bit here. Collazo pulling away. Zach was 300ths off of Whitey Thompson that last lap and 3/10 off Hector Collazo. So he's starting to, maybe he's starting to fall back a little bit. Mavic, the only other guy in the 34.5s. And Thompson's going to go to the outside. He's going to try to go and get around him. Here we go. Not even, or just almost to halfway in the stage. And, you know, we're Braden Mavic, P4. He's finding his way up there again. 2/10 faster than Hector Collazo. This guy is on something special tonight. Jackson Brown is on pit road. 2 laps down. I think he's parking it for the night. And Hector Collazo, he's out front. He's pulling away. You know, a caution right now for him would be the best thing in this stage. Is, you know, he's got that 42 in his rearview mirror, or gonna be in his rearview mirror in just a moment. And Mavic to the bottom. Thompson's on the outside. You know, you're going to get a better run on the outside line off of the corners naturally. And Mavic stayed even with him down the straightaway. That's how much better his tires are. Let's go listen to some in-car camera with Braden Mavic as he tries to pass Zachary Trevino here. Just setting up the pass, runs the top lane. Got the run. Does he try to go to the bottom or does he go back to the top? He goes to the bottom. Drives it in very deep. Slides up to that third line. And Trevino trying to get back underneath them. Down the back stretch. Side-by-side battle for P2. Trevino probably best interest to just let him go. As those tires of the 42 are so much better. Than anyone else's. Mavic is out front as Hector Collazo's in the pits. It seems Collazo might have lagged out. Braden Mavic, your leader now that Colazo's out of the race. Mavic still out front. Trevino not far off him, though. But Zachary Trevino will be your first out of your playoff 4. Zachary Trevino still holding off Whitey Thompson here with 15 to go here in the second stage of Homestead Miami Speedway. And, you know, Henry Kaloff sitting back there in third. Look at a little lap time difference. Trevino's last lap at 35.2. Thompson's a 35.117. Kaloff with the 2.53 in the 35s. Kendra Davis with 35.4. So, Whitey Thompson, the fastest out of your championship 4 drivers. So, or as of right now. At the end of the last stage, Trevino was first out of the championship 4. Wyatt was third. Now, Wyatt looks to potentially be first out of the championship 4, as he might have found something with his tire saving. He's going to go to the inside of Zachary Trevino. Almost got to his quarter panel. You haven't seen real hard racing yet out of your championship 4, besides a little bit between Zachary Trevino and Henry Kaloff there about 10 or 15 laps ago. And with coming to 10 to go in the stage, Trevino is still holding off strong. Even though Thompson just a little bit quicker each lap. Just can't really close the distance like you would think he'd be able to. 10 to go on the stage, Braden Mavic out front still. One of the more dominant performances from him. Trent Wilkin is in the pits. And he has parked the car as well. And we're down to 11. Mavic just, the line he's running, nobody else is able to run it. Let's go with an onboard of it just to see how he's able to run it. I mean, you're not seeing this line on anybody else, and I mean, this is the difference maker. It looks like. Looks like this is the line in turn 1 and 2 now. Trevino really started to pull away from Wyatt now. And seems, maybe Wyatt pushed a little too hard too early, and I mean, just struggling with that right front. So how Kendorian Davis is doing back there in P number 6. He's still rolling decently well, just does not have the pace that these other guys have in the final, these other Championship 4 drivers have. Mavic coming to a couple to go on the stage. If anybody can figure out how to run, any of these final 4 guys can figure out how to run his line that he's running here in 1 and 2, I mean, maybe that could be the difference. As this guy has saved his tires so much better, 3/10 faster than Zach last lap. I'll go through your grid order, not your grid order, but your running order is currently Braden Mavic out front. Coming to 2 to go on the stage. About the best car all night long. P2, Zachary Trevino, one of your Final Four contestants. And he's definitely been the best out of the Final Four. Your favorite to win it now, as it stands in this race. P3, Whitey Thompson, struggling with right front issues in the first stage. Doing better the second stage, just not enough. 4/10 off of Zach as of that last lap. Trying to go back-to-back here, and he's going to need a lot out of his third stage. Henry Kaloff, he's been sitting back here this entire stage. Hasn't really gone forward. Still 4/10 off Zach and Trevino as well. Riley Maxwell, P5, as he's getting passed by his teammate, Ken Dorian Davis, who's the fourth of the Final Four Championship 4 drivers. Has not had the pace at all. He's going to really need something special of that number 9 team in this third and final stage. Riley Maxwell, P6. Carmelo will be P7. Travis Prather, who was at the front of the field a little bit earlier, in P9. Or, yeah, P8, P9. Chase George, 8 seconds behind Travis. P10, Michael Deitch. And P11 will be Christian Zarate with that front end damage, and he will stay in the lead lap. And Braden Movick will come to the second stage, and he will win stage 2. And he will sweep the stages. And maybe when the 7th place car crosses the line, caution is out. Stage 2's over. Braden Movick, 2 for 2 in the stages. We'll be coming to our second pit cycle of the day. We had a caution very, very, very early in the race, a couple laps in before we could even get the stream going. And since then, the only cautions we've had is for the stage breaks, and Movick will lead us down pit road. And Braden Movick will win the race off of pit road. Second will be Zachary Trevino, Whitey Thompson, Henry Kaloff, Ken Dorian Davis, Riley Maxwell, Carmelo, Travis Prather, and Michael Leitch will bring it around. And Christian Zarate will be fixing that front end. We'll do another interview with Zachary Trevino here. Zachary Trevino, got a copy in the booth?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you know, you finished second both stages. You've also finished, or not both stages, third in stage 1, second in stage 2, but out of the championship 4, you're the clear favorite here going into these last 105 laps. You know, what more is it going to take out of this 2 team? And you're gonna go and inherit the lead now as Movick's going to the back of the field. What's it going to take from this 2 team to be able to, complete the championship? As, at one point you were 4/10 faster than Wyatt was late in that stage.
Yeah, no. I mean, I just did an impressive job of saving tires there. Thank you, DJ. If you know, you know. But yeah, no, just car feels amazing. When I save tires like that, it just felt really neutral. I was able to just keep going. It just felt really good. So we're gonna try to do that again. I think definitely very. I'm I don't know if I'm the fastest out of these 4, but we'll see.
Yeah, you know, I mean, out of the championship 4 guys, you've been very, very quick. Oh, I'm trying to get DJ to watch the stream. You've been very, very, very quick out of the championship 4 drivers. You know, what more is it going to take out of this last stage to be able to hold them off, do you think?
Just saving tires, managing our car. I mean, we're gonna have an advantage here off the restarts, so we just gotta keep clean, and we're gonna try to go save tires like we did last round. That was impressive.
Yeah, good luck here, and you know, maybe you can go finally get that championship.
I appreciate it.
Oh, oh, I can't drag him. There goes. Jacob, are you joining me or no? Green flag in the... What?
I said I just got out of my, like, league race because
Well,
I didn't wreck, but I quit. But
do you want to? There's 105 to go.
I mean, I'll just sit back and watch and throw a little bit of chime news in there when I need to.
Yeah, if you want to get in, because I don't think my PC can handle all this. Zachary Trevino will pull away from Whitey Thompson and Henry Kaloff here to start stage number 3. Trevino, excuse me, pulling away here to start this third and final stage. He's just over 100 laps away from finally winning a championship here in the UIS. He's very, very close. He just needs to just keep up, you know, what he's doing, and he should have this championship on locks. Pulling away again. Whitey Thompson, second place. Looking for any type of speed that he has in this 5 car. He's just struggled so hard on the long runs. Here today. Just needs something out of this final 102 laps. Kendora Davis will move Henry Kaloff out of the way. And he finally... isn't that the last place out of the final 4 drivers? He gets himself up into 4th place. Maybe this 9 team has figured something out. Maybe they're sandbagging through those first 2 stages, because he's rolling right now. He's underneath Carmelo.
Just chilling for now.
All right, here we go. Kendora Davis, P3. Farthest he's been up in this championship 4 leaderboard. The clear underdog going into this final stage. Maybe he's figured it out. It's only taken 100 laps, and he's finally got that pace that 9 team has had all season long. And Zachary Trevino still out front. It's getting ever so close to winning this championship 4. Or winning this championship for the first time ever. He's been so close so many times to even making it into the spot. Just stuff has had to happen late in the seasons, and his first opportunity here to go win a championship, and in his final full-time season here in the 40XLI Contender Series, and he's out front with less than 100 to go. He's been the dominant car here of the championship 4 tenths faster, 4 to 5 tenths faster at about 40 to 45 laps into the run than what Wyatt Thompson has been. And he's really been saving that right front tire so well all race long. He might have the speed to be able to win this race as long as Braden Lovett can't get back up to the front. He's got Wyatt Thompson trying to get to him as the drivers are starting to feel it with less than 100 to go. Is, you know, time's ticking. Wyatt knows he can't let Zach do what he did last run, or he'll fly away and he'll win this race. No, with how little drivers there are left in this race, there's 10 cars that aren't even left in this race out of this small field for some reason today. I mean, you can't let him go away. You never know if you're going to get another caution. Wyatt doing everything he can to go try to defend his title from last year. And I mean, when you make 2 Final Fours out of the 3 series and you can't win any of them, that's just got to be frustrating, especially from the season he's had all year long. Henry Kaloff, he's struggling just a little bit in the second stage and so far a little bit in this third stage. You know, it does say underdog, where it should say Camaro. I don't know if he's trying to make a point or what. You know, he got his first career win earlier this season. He is a rookie. And, you know, he did beat Zach here at, did beat Zach at Darlington just about a month and a half ago, and he's getting held up a little bit by Riley Maxwell. Needs to try to get around him. And Wyatt just a little bit slower that last lap than what Zachary Trevino was. This lap, though, half a tenth faster for the 5 car. All over the back bumper of Zachary Trevino. And here comes Ken Dorian Davis into the picture for the first time today. Riley Maxwell blocking Kaloff all the way to the bottom. He gives him the bumper. He's trying to get there off his quarter panel. They're going to be side by side in the 3 and 4. The battle for the lead now. Thompson to the bottom. Trevino on the outside. He will hold strong. And he should clear him down the front straightaway. Maybe. No, he will not. He's going to. Wyatt Thompson's going to be there. In the 1 and 2. Side by side for the lead. First time since like lap 15 we've had side-by-side racing for the championship 4. Trevino will clear him off of turn 2. The outside line has definitely been the preferred line in 1 and 2 for passing or defending, but the bottom in 3 and 4 has been so strong, and for some reason Thompson goes to the middle. And Henry Kaloff cannot get around Riley Maxwell. And, you know, as a guy who was in the championship and the Prospect Series on Monday night here, this is just the stuff that you just don't want to see. Like, he's got the speed. Granted, the team, he's got two teammates and Kendora Davis and Whitey Thompson, but it gets to a point with how hard you're racing him, and Kaloff's got to be really frustrated with how hard he's being raced by Riley Maxwell right now. But Whitey Thompson, he's all over Trevino again with less than 90 to go. A championship on the line. They're going to run the middle. Gets it to the bottom, barely clear of Ken Dorian Davis. He's got to watch out a little bit of that. That's a little bit dangerous. Trevino, clear. And Thompson's tire might start to be falling off just a tad bit here, as you know his teammate Ken Dorian Davis gets underneath him, off into 3 and 4. Is Thompson watching this championship fade away from him? No, he's going to clear him, and Zach's going to pull away. Okay, 10-4. A little bit further on back, Braden Movick, who's swept the stages here today, has not moved forward as fast as you thought he would this time. 0.2 faster than Trevino that last lap, and you know, his third start of the season, I believe, and he's just, man, he's doing stuff that for some reason nobody else can do here today. You know, Trevino, he's got that clean air now. He's not behind Movick. He's not behind Hector like he was earlier in this race. He's, you know, pace is decided by him at this point. And he's just got to make sure he does not burn the right front tire off. There's going to be at least one more pit stop in this race. We went green with 96 to go, I believe. So they can make it on one stop. Thompson starting to charge back just a teeny bit. Closing the gap ever so slightly. Pretty even on the lap times. He's going to need something special here if he's going to want to beat the 2 car, who's been, I think he's been out front of the championship for this entire race. Maybe 5 to 10 laps he was not, but this guy is just, he's had so much speed. He saved the right front so well all night long. Thompson just a little bit quicker, a couple hundredths. He goes to the high line in 3 and 4. And Kendora Davis looking to the bottom now. Carmelo to the middle, and Brandon Movick is there. Coming to 81 to go. Movick almost self-clears himself. But he does not. And he clears Carmelo. P4 for Brandon Movick. He's all the way by the wall now as well. Now he goes to the bottom, just knifing his way through the field. $80 laps remaining here from Homestead Miami Speedway. Movick, not one of the final 4 guys, but if this goes green, 100% he wins this race unless he has some type of mistake. This guy has been so much better than everybody else this one. Carved his way through the field 3 different times. He's gone to the back on purpose twice after starting from the rear. But the story today has been, out of the championship 4, has been Zachary Trevino. He's been out front this entire time in that Precision Speed Solution Chevrolet Camaro. He's hanging in there with Movick right now, but yeah, he drives away from him in 3 and 4. Riley Maxwell still holding up Henry Keloff. Less than 80 to go. Oh, Kendora Davis got loose. Almost spun out off of turn 2. Great save, trying to recover now. And Keloff finally got around Riley Maxwell, and he's got to go. If he's going to want any chance to win this race, or win this championship, he's got to get going. And Trevino holding there with Movick just a tad bit. Movick probably saving the right front just a, I mean, still. But he's nowhere near as fast as, or as much faster as what he was earlier. He was a couple tenths faster last lap. Zach was actually faster than him by a couple hundredths. This time, Movick pulls 2 tenths on him. And Thompson drives it in very deep, almost hits the 2. And Zach's starting to pull away now. 3 tenths faster than Thompson that last lap. Does Thompson let Davis through at this stage of the race? And there's contact for P2, or for P2 in the championship 4 for 3rd place in the race. Ken Dorian comes up the track, doors Whitey Thompson in 3 and 4. And now he's under pressure from Carmelo. Davis all the way by the wall. On that third line, trying to get the run off the corner. Carmelo clears him. He's going to go to the bottom. Won't be able to get there. Zachary Trevino is loving what he's seeing out of his rearview mirror right now. He's coming to 71 to go, and he's got about a 1.3 second gap over Whitey Thompson. He's still going strong. 4.5 tenths faster that last lap. Wait, nope, sorry, 4 tenths, not 4.5. 4 tenths faster that last lap was Zachary Trevino. This time, probably going to be a little bit more. No, Thompson only a tenth slower. But all this racing and battling that Wyatt's doing with Carmelo and Condorian is just going to let Trevino continuously pull away. As the gap is 1.5 seconds now. And Zach is coming to 70 to go. 70 laps away from a championship. Wyatt finally gets a little bit of breathing room, but he doesn't got long. He's got to go. Now you gotta start to think, you know, when will these guys hit pit lane? Is it gonna be, and when can they make it on fuel? They're able to go over 50 laps as they've done that, or they did that in stage 2. Stage 1 they went 40 laps. So we're coming to that fuel window pretty soon. I have to imagine it's around 50 to 55 laps on a tank, on a full tank of fuel, and they've been on these tires for about 40 already. And you know, Wyatt's gonna have to throw some pit strategy here and some real tire saving in this second half of this race, as he's just not done what he needs to do at all. He's trying the line that Muvok's been doing in 1 and 2. Seeing maybe if it could work for him, but Muvok's driving in way deeper than that. And Kendorian Davis is going to come, and he's going to pass him. And Davis will take P3 of the race. Maybe he can go throw something at Zach as that last lap. Kendorian Davis is a 35.2. Wyatt or Zachary Trevino a 35.5. Maybe the tire's starting to fade away here now for Zach. He's been so good with the saving all night long. 6 tenths, pretty much 5.5 tenths that last lap was gained by Kendorian Davis. This line Zach's trying to do in 1 and 2 that Muvok's been running just is not working for him. And Davis, who's been the last of the final 4 all night long until this third and final stage is finally here. And we have a battle on our hands for second place and for first place in this final 4 with just over 60 to go. Zach getting a little bit too comfortable. Now he's struggling just a little bit. That time, Cadorian gained 0.3 off of him. And he's going to drive it in deep. Into 3-4. Contact! Zachary Trevino will clear him. Ken Dorian flew off into the corner. Could not get there. And he's going to try it again. Driving the wheels off that number 9 car. He drives it in deep again. Almost hit Zach. He just needs to try to get there, try to bump him up the hill a little bit, and he's got to get him soon, you would have to think, as we've seen Wyatt try to battle with him as hard as he could, and just watch his tires go away. We're coming to 61 to go. This is the longest, or second longest run of the race. 46 laps they've been on these tires now for. And here it goes. Davis back to the bottom. Is he going to get there? He's going to drive it in. He's going to door him. Oh my goodness. And Zach will clear him once more. Davis is just sending absolute missiles into the corner. He's wrapping that bottom line. Drives it in deep again. He's not going to get there. It's less than 60 to go now. Or we're on 60 to go, coming to 59 to go. And Davis will not go away. Gotta think, when did these other two guys in this championship 4 decide to pit? Clearly the tires are not near what Zachary's and Kendurian's are, as we got Henry Kaloff in 7th. 8 seconds off Muvik, and Zach's 2 seconds. It's a 5-second difference between Henry Kaloff and Zachary Trevino. And Henry's going to have to throw some pit strategy here to have an opportunity to win this race. He's got to try something. As you got to think, we're in that pit window now. Kaloff losing more and more time to the top 2 title contenders or title challengers. Coming to 66 laps to go in this one. The second time somebody's gotten near Zach. And they burned the right front off as well. I mean, Zach is 35 threes and Kendorian about a tenth and a half off. Falling pretty quickly. 4 tenths faster than Whitey Thompson that last lap as well for Zach. And Kaloff with a 36-1. Those tires are just destroyed off this car. 8 tenths that lap slower than Trevino. And you gotta think they're coming soon. It's gotta be sometime soon if you're Kaloff. They gotta be getting close to running out of gas. And Whitey Thompson's in the pit road, as we say. You gotta throw something. Gotta try something. You're not gonna win based off that type of strategy that he was on. See if he gets into his pit box smooth. He does it just fine. And Kendorian Davis is gone. Now he's back. Zach will pit this time by. And he's gonna try to cover off Whitey Thompson. So you would assume Davis either comes down now, or he's gonna run this dry and have those tires late in this race. And he's gonna keep going. There's the gap between Zach and Wyatt. Is Wyatt gonna come out in the lead? This might be close. It's a lot closer than I was expecting. Here we go. Zachary Trevino exits pit road. Who will have the lead off into turn 3? Big run for Wyatt, but he's not close enough. Or is he? To the inside. Trevino holds clear of him. Kendorian stays out on track. These guys are a lap down as well. If the caution were to fall, Zachary Trevino would get the lucky dog. But you gotta think everybody would have to pit. Side by side now. For the net championship lead. As they're right behind Kendorian Davis, who's on the lead lap. And Davis sliding up the track. Way slow. And here it comes this time by. Kendorian Davis into pit road. Movic still on track as well. So is Kaloff and Travis Prather. And there's your battle right there between your top two contenders at this stage of the race. Let's see when Kendorian is able to come off of pit road. He's going to have a 2-lap difference over Trevino, or 3-lap difference over Zachary Trevino. Not even close to the battle on exit of pit road. This might be a big, big mistake for the 9 team. Movic still out there rolling. 1.3 seconds faster than Henry Kaloff that last lap. Kaloff needs a miracle to have an opportunity. As they're right behind Movic right now to come and unlap themselves. Movic did say from the Las Vegas race that he won that he pitted way after when Gavin Austin did and was able to run him down, as he's on the wall right there. He says he likes to be on the offense late in the race instead of being on the defense. Oh, there's contact! Movic into the wall! Wyatt and Brendan Movic make bad contact. There's going to be some pretty good right front damage to the 42. Yep, some damage to the 42 car. Maybe some wheel damage. Let's get a replay of it. Let's see what happens here off of turn 2. Movic hits the wall. Zach goes around him. And just on entry of 3, Movic turns in a little bit earlier than what was expected. And that's going to be some bad damage for the 42. Wyatt slid the rear end as well. Biggest piece of drama we've had in this race. And with less than 50 to go, Trevino still out in front. Of the other Final Four contestants. Less than 2/10 separates the gap between Wyatt and Zach. Now this race might come down to those two, with Mavic with that right front damage. Yeah, you can see the damage on the front of the car. It's definitely gonna hurt it a little bit. Maybe no wheel damage, but definitely gonna affect him a little bit. And the battle's on again. Thompson 1 lap older tires. And don't count out Contender Davis, who's in 4th place right now. He was 4/10 faster than Zachary Trevino that last lap. He might have just set himself up with a great chance to go win the championship. The two Mach 5 cars, they're going to start to get desperate whenever they get to Zach now. They're going to start throwing everything they have at him. Knowing that you're going to have maybe 1 to 2 shots to actually be able to get around him. And whenever you get around him, you're going to have to defend. And defend hard, because he's made people burn up tires 3 different times this race. And they've fallen off of him. Kaloff 24 seconds back. He's watched this championship fall away from him. In his 3rd stage, he was right there with Zach the 1st stage. 2nd stage, he was mid-pack, and now this battle with Ryan Maxwell was struggled for him. And Braden Muvic's in the pits. Braden Muvic is 2 down. And looks like he's just fixing his car at this point. So this is now the battle for the win. The winner of this race will more than likely be the champion. Wyatt watched a championship slip away from him just a few days ago on Monday night. Was the best at saving his tire out of the championship 4. And a couple costly mistakes loses him the championship. And today starts a lap down after one of the things he caused Monday night. He's been able to rebound from it, got the early caution. And now we're 41 laps away from deciding a champion. And Wyatt trying his hardest to stay with Zach right here. Contender Davis, though, he's slowly inching in. Wyatt trying the line that Muvic was running. Just no one's been able to do it how he's been able to. As we see from the onboard earlier when we were watching Braden Muvic, he was driving in super deep into turn 1, so the car naturally slid up to the wall, and I think it would work if Wyatt drove it in a little bit harder. And Kendorian Davis, we're looking at him right now. Last lap, he gained 5/10 off Zachary Trevino. He's definitely closing in and closing in fast. We got a little bit of lap traffic here. Kendorian Davis also looking for his first career win in the UIS. He raced for a championship 2 seasons ago in the Cup Series. He had the championship until he didn't late in the race. He's been looking for that first career win. He's been talking about it. I was talking to him earlier today, and he wants that first career win so bad, and having this opportunity to race in this championship race after J.J. Moore, you know, wasn't able to after being sick. So he gives up his spot, and Kendorian was tied on points to Trent Wilkin after the last round. And he had the tiebreaker over Wilkin. And he's got to get there before these tires even out, or he's going to be screwed with less than 40 to go. And Wyatt starting to fall off. The championship is slipping away from him once again. Trying to defend his title from last season. He's had such a great run through these playoffs. And now we're 45 laps away from deciding a champion. Whitey Thompson falling off badly, but Kendorian Davis, he's starting to figure it out here late in this run. To give you an example of how good of a round Whitey Thompson had last round and how hot he's been. Last round, he was 71 points to the good. The second place car was 8. That's pretty much 60 points, if not more. I can't do the math that fast in my head. Pretty much 60 points above second place when second place was 8 points above the cut line. He's been so hot as of recently. And he's going to let his teammate go. Or, yep, he's going to let him go. And Whitey Thompson is pretty much forfeited his opportunity to go win the championship if it stays green. Now the battle's on. Between Zachary Trevino and Kendorian Davis. Davis on the fresher, newer tires, but Zach's been the best at saving them all race long. Kendorian might start to get desperate here. When you're in this situation, he's going to have the thought of his first career win and his first career championship, trying his absolute hardest to get back to the 2 car of Zachary Trevino. He's going to throw everything he's got at him. We're coming to 31 to go. He's to the inside. He's there. They almost touch again. And Zach will clear him off of turn 4. Henry Keloff, 18 seconds back. He's gained about 10 seconds in the last 15 laps. You know, you never want to say he's out of it, but You know, it might need a miracle because these top two, they could wreck each other out, and it could come down to Wyatt and Henry here for the last few laps if these two decide to wreck each other. .30 to go. Contender to the inside. Contact a little bit on the left rear. Zach cuts the air off his nose. Drives away off the corner. Kid Dorian is doing everything but trying to make it clean. And to the inside again. Is he going to be able to get there? He hits him! He bumps him out the way! Kendorian Davis puts the bumper to the 2. Contact again off of turn 4. Contact on the front straightaway! Zachary Trevino was not happy with it, it seems. They doored each other twice down the front stretch, and he's back out front. Very hard racing. Tensions are high. Tempers are flaring very quickly. .26 to go, and after the bump and the door banging down the front straightaway, you know, anything goes at this point. And don't count out Whitey Thompson now. He's starting to even out with the lap times. Drops back, maybe save the tire a little bit. Eight cars on the lead lap. Haven't had a caution since lap 5. Zachary Trevino been the best out of the final 4 all night long. Dorian Davis is throwing the kitchen sink at him. He's throwing everything at him. He gave him the bumper. And they doored a lot down the front straightaway. You just got to imagine if Ken Dorian gets back to him, it's going to be the same thing, maybe even a little bit more. He's definitely got the better tires. 25 more to go. Here from Homestead, Miami Speedway for the final time in the 40XLI Contender Series. Zachary Trevino, more of a down year for him. Only 1 win, and as we said earlier in the stream, 2 seasons ago, when it was the Truck Series here on Friday night, he had the record-setting 6-win season. This season only with 1. That one coming at Pocono after a dominant performance there. This hasn't been the more dominant one that he's been hoping to have. It's been dominating over the other championship 4. But Ken Dorian looks to be falling off just a little bit. And we're coming to 22 to go. This field's so spread out. At this point, you don't think you're going to get a caution. Ken Dorian might have one last opportunity to go try to run down the 2, and if that doesn't work, then, you know, we very well might be seeing a Zachary Trevino championship. This would just add on to the accolades he has in the UIS. Being in the Hall of Fame, the UIS Hall of Fame, and winning the fourth Daytona 500 in the UIS, Season 4 of Daytona 500, that is. He's been so close to winning a championship before. He won Monday night in the trucks. And his final full-time start in the 40XLI Contender Series, he might be getting a championship. The championship he's been waiting years to get, as we're coming to 20 to go. 5/10 the gap. See the lap time comparisons, about half a tenth for Kendorian Davis. Kendorian giving everything he's got. He said such for him, and he's even said it, even though he's got to this point in the season, he's even said he's had such a down season. He's not had the luck go his way at all. And that last lap, as you can see, 4/10, Zach pulled away. You know, for one guy, we've seen time and time again Zachary Trevino in the car and at the front of the field and winning. Kendorian Davis, he's had his opportunities. He's had his moments. He's never been able to win a race. Here in his 3rd season, he's been so close so many times. He's trying to get on the paint, trying to get a little bit extra grip. He gained a 10th that last lap, trying his hardest. Whitey Thompson is on pit road for some reason. And if it's for the reason, I really hope he doesn't come out and screw this championship battle up. Here we go, coming to 15 to go for Zachary Trevino. Wyatt's coming off a pit road right behind his teammate on 4 fresh tires. This is maybe what Wyatt has to do to give himself an opportunity. He's going to probably try to get this goal and get his lap back, pray for a caution, or he's just going to go... I have the feeling he's going to go try to mess up Zach. And it could ruin this great race that Zach has had. You never want to see a championship fight come down to just a team game, but and as you can see, Wyatt's closing in very fast, as you would expect in those 4 fresh tires. Kendorian falling to 1.6 back. Zachary Trevino coming to 14 laps to go, and he's 14 laps away from his first ever championship. And Wyatt passes him and pulls away. No games will be played here today. Riley Maxwell to the outside wall. Henry Kaloff, the fourth guy in the championship 4. Just, he had the speed early on, just hasn't stuck with him. Just unfortunate for him. He's had such a solid rookie season. Definitely going to be one of the favorites to go and get back into the championship 4 next season, maybe even win it. He's sitting third right now in the championship, as we said. Whitey Thompson fourth in the championship. Won it last season, trying to defend his title. He's tried his hardest, just has not been able to save the tires that Zach has been able to, and just pitted a couple laps ago. Kendora Davis currently sitting second in the race and second in the final 4. He hasn't had the speed until the final stage, and he finally has had it, and he's done everything as Zachary. He's tried his hardest and just has not worked out for him. And now Zachary Trevino, who's been first out of the championship 4 pretty much the entire race. He's been in the lead since Braden Mubick got damaged about 50 laps ago. And he's coming to 11 laps to go in the race. 11 laps away from a championship for this 2 car. Owned by James Cesar. I go on board with Zachary Trevino. He's now got a 2.3 second gap. Less than 10 laps remain.
Hey, I know we're
What?
pretty late in the race here, but Trevino and Kendorian are still really mad at each other. It's
Not even surprised. Who?
Kendorian knows he's lost the championship at this point, and he's sulking it right now.
Has he? You know, whose fault was that? I'm pretty sure Zach came all the way down the track.
I don't even know, but all I know is apparently Kendorian's mad that Zach's been aero blocking him and then gave him side damage apparently, which is hilarious because in the B car,
It's Xfinity car. There's no dirty air.
There's basically no dirty air in the Xfinity car. That's gonna change very soon with the season 2 release, but for the moment, there's no dirty air in this car. So,
yeah, you know, I don't understand.
Yeah, you can feel it, but it's very minimal. It's not very extreme.
I was gonna ask you, do you have a timer on your screen as well for the race or no? Because for me it says 3:15, but I don't know if that's because ATV is bugging or not.
No, I don't have a timer on the stream. No. Yeah, I don't know. Kendorian knows he's lost, and he's not happy.
Yeah, we're coming to 5 more laps for Zachary Trevino. I mean, Ken Dorian, he threw everything. He threw everything he had at him twice. He was finally able to get him the bumper, move him out of the way. You know, it gives me flashbacks in a way. And, you know, whatever happened on the front stretch happened on the front stretch, and that might have decided it. We're coming to 4 more laps to go in the championship race. Zach is can start to feel it now. He's got no one behind him. Well, Ken Dorian's behind him, but he's 4.6 seconds behind him with damage.
Oh, I'm seeing it. Kendorian bumped Zach out of the groove in 3 and 4, and then on exit proceeded to hit him again. So Zach retaliated a little bit and doored him. So that's what happened there.
Yeah, you know, only if I was able to door somebody after I got bumped in a championship race.
Hey, dude, they would be wrecked if they did that to me.
We
Just
know.
saying, we all know that.
We know Jacob Quill. 3 more laps to go for Zachary Trevino here from Homestead. He's 3 away from championship number 1.
Shout for Christian Zarate. He's way off the pace, and he's doing
serious?
something.
Are you serious right now? Please, somebody stop him. Someone stop him. He's pulling to the bottom.
Look at him! Look at him!
Oh my god.
What's he doing?
Yo, Max Ford has to DQ this guy. 2 more. Maybe you shouldn't let Zach lap him so he can be done faster. 2 more laps remaining for Zachary Trevino. Once the white flag comes out, there can't be another one besides the checkered.
Here we go. I think he's gonna do it. I think we're gonna see a new champion.
Zachary Trevino. The white flag is in the air. White flag in the air one more time for Zachary Trevino around Homestead Miami Speedway. He's 1.5 miles away from championship number 1. Earlier this week, he announced he's going full-time in trucks next season. If he wins today, he's going to set himself up next season for a possibility to win the championship in the trucks. Zachary Trevino, 1 win on the season. I mean, Jacob, you're one of the reasons he's got this far after the couple of subs you had. Oh, and he gives Zarate the bumper, puts a little bit of damage on that car. And off of turn number 4 for the final time, Zachary Trevino will win the championship in the 40XLI Contender Series. And he will win the race as well. Zachary Trevino, you are a champion. Ken Dorian Davis will finish 2nd. Disappointing after the 3rd stage. He had Carmelo come home in 3rd.
Watch for Kendorian here. Watch for Kendorian.
Yeah, watch
for
out
Kendorian.
here. Oh, he's got to do something. Is he going to wreck him?
Watch for Kendorian.
Oh, he hit him. He wrecked him.
There he goes!
He wrecked
Yep,
him.
that's not gonna be
Oh,
tolerated.
that's a no-no. He'll enjoy his suspension to start the next season. But, man, you know, maybe Zach just needed a little bit of damage to pass that
No.
post-race inspection, dude. That car is... Man, I ain't never seen Ken Dorian do that. Ken Dorian, the tempers and the frustration is overboiled through the season. And
Oh my God, Zach with the clapback of all clapbacks.
what are you allowed to say it? Because we gotta
Zachary
we gotta be
Trevino.
professional.
Yeah, Zachary Trevino, after Kendorian Davis or Chase George came on the mic and said, he's possibly getting suspended. And he's like, Kendorian says, I do not care. I really don't care. And then, I don't know, I guess talked about Zach. I don't remember exactly. But then Zach said, oh, well, that's why you were in my mirror the entire race.
Oh,
So.
Zachary Trevino wins the championship. And honestly, it's long overdue. He deserved this championship so long ago.
Look at that guy. Oh.
He's gonna burn it down with Zarate. Man, I did this with Zach on Monday night.
Dude, they're like bumping with each
And
other.
he's gone 2 for 2 this week. Maybe the 3 for 3 tomorrow night, and tomorrow night on High Velocity TV will be the QRS Cup Series race from Homestead. It'll be 267 laps, and your championship for that is Logan Brink, Alexander Ortega, Max Ford, and Tyler Helms. We'll, you know, be there at 8:30 Eastern on High Velocity TV, and Zachary Trevino is going to park it on the start-finish line as he's won the championship for the first time in his UIS career. Long overdue. Oh my god, that's a big dent. That's a big dent. Oh my god. Can Chris stop being annoying? Please. And we'll get our interviews here in a moment. We'll bring in Zachary Trevino first. Zachary Trevino, you got a copy in the booth?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, you're a champion. And, you know, you were definitely the fastest out of the 4 all race long. You blew the motor driver.
I mean, that was just the plan, you know.
Yeah, you're the fastest out of the 4 all night long. I think you led the championship battle all night, and you know you find yourself in the lead after Mavic and Whitey Thompson's incident. You know, just walk us through. You know how you're able to save your tires so much better than all of them, as they got to you like 3 or 4 times and nothing came of it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't even pushing once until the end there. So, I mean, I was just conserving my tires very good and just running my own line. I can't believe that went green. But, yeah, no, I mean, I was definitely fast. So,
Christian Zarate.
that guy was scaring me. He was in my VC talking about he's about to wreck. So, yeah, that wasn't fun. But, no, that was good. I enjoyed doing that. I can't even speak. It's been a while.
Yeah, you know it's
Actually, this is my first champ ever in iRacing.
yeah, you know you're
So.
definitely seem speechless right now. You drove a perfect race today, and you know just walk us through the whole incident with Kendorian Davis off of turn 4 or in 3 and 4 whenever he was able to give you the bumper. You know, just walk us through what happened there.
Yeah, I mean, I seen him give me the bumper. I mean, I wasn't too mad about that, but I think he came up or walled me or something on the front stretch, so it just ruined his momentum. And then I kept going, and then just told him on the radio if he does something like that again, it's not going to be good for both of us. And yeah, just that's about it.
Yeah, you know he was never able to get back to you from that point on. You know I mean it's honestly hard to even ask you like how like your race was, because you drove a perfect race all night long. You know, you were the fastest out of the 4 title contenders all race long as well, and you know the championship is long overdue. And on a side note, you won Monday, you won today. Can we go see a 3-peat tomorrow night?
Tomorrow's gonna be tough, but I'll go for it. But that was, yeah. All I can say is BTA. I mean, save your tires at least.
Yeah.
BLT.
Yeah, and
yeah.
You announced earlier this week that you're going full time in trucks next season. What can we expect from the 2-car and the 2-team next season? For if you're gonna run a few races or not.
Oh yeah, we'll be running races for sure. So we'll see some wins out of this car for sure, I believe. But yeah, we're gonna go for a truck championship next season too. But I'm gonna put my priority to Cup.
Yeah, and you drove an incredible race. You've had a pretty solid season. It's hard with missing all the races you missed. But before we send you back for the last time, do you got anybody you'd like to shout out before we send you back?
Yeah, I wanna shout out Precision Speed Solutions for letting me run this car and having me as their house driver. I want to thank DJ for giving me advice on how to save my tires, even though I didn't get to talk to him. I just took it in. I want to thank Chad Tubala. I want him to be unbanned from this league. And just everyone, Hector, all of them in my VC, James, Logan, all of them this season. Yeah, that's about it, honestly.
Yeah, DJ was watching as well, and he's definitely very, very excited after what you're able to do, and not to flex, but Precision has gone 2 for 2 on championships this week, so we'll see what can happen tomorrow night as well, and we'll send you back, and maybe maybe you can three-peat tomorrow night, and we'll see what the two team can do next season.
Yeah, we'll see. Go buy you precision setup. Pretty fast. Pretty fast.
All right, thank you, Zachary Trevino. Congratulations on the championship, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, thank you.
God, I think Ken Dorian's gonna be mad. I'm gonna do it anyway. Ken Dorian Davis, you got a copy in the booth? Ken Dorian, you got me?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right. Well, it's hard. It's hard to do this interview, like these type of interviews after. But you were not the fastest through the first two stages. That third stage, you were able to turn it around right away, and you flew your way to the front of the field. You had the car to compete with Zach all night long. Just what more did you need at the end? Because you threw everything at him, and there was that contact off of turn 4. Just walk us through what you saw in that battle there off of turn 4 when everything went down.
I needed clean air. I mean, I know Quill was talking about it wasn't relevant, but you weren't driving the car tonight. Everybody in the field was talking about the same thing, air. Literally, it was a one groove track. You can not make anything work on the top. You couldn't even get any runs off the top. The only way you could hope to pass is to try to send it on the bottom. And I did. And I washed up into Trevino. Granted, I wasn't like trying to wreck him. I was trying to really just upset him. And he doorbanged me down the straightaway and gave me right side damage. And that's what ticked me off and led to what happened at post race. So if I get a penalty for it, hey, I don't care. I've been a nice guy in this league ever since I got here. It's a shame that my character is changing right now because of all of the BS I'm being put through, and I've been put through.
Yeah, definitely, and it can definitely feel the emotion and just all of that, and what can we expect from this 9 team next season as well? Because as you said to me earlier today about looking for that first career win, you were so close today. You had the opportunity, just didn't go your way, and what can we expect from this 9 team next season?
I can't exactly give you a full-on answer on that tonight. I'm gonna need some time to actually process that. If I do come back, we're definitely gonna be rebranding the 9 to the 1 car, and I'm gonna run that for select starts. I'm just gonna be focusing on trying to get a win. I need a serious break from risk for points with this group of drivers.
Yeah, definitely, and it can definitely see, how frustrated you are. You had such an unlucky season, and just you didn't struggle through the season. You just couldn't catch a break whenever you needed it the most, and you just need a little bit of luck on your side again tonight. And you got anybody like to shout out before we send you back?
I definitely would like to shout out my teammate for a good effort. Both of my teammates for good efforts on the track tonight. And I'm going to say this to Trevino. Hey, I'm sorry for that happened. What you did to me down the back straight, giving me that right side damage, just ticked me off. But I'm sorry for it.
Yeah, and great season from your Mach 5 team, and you guys were at the front every single week. You, JJ, Riley Maxwell started to improve later in the season, and Wyatt as well. Maybe next season we'll see a championship out of one of you guys, and maybe we'll see you in the championship next Cup season. So for the final time this season, thank you, and we'll send you back, and good luck tomorrow night and the final race of your season.
Yeah, thank you. I hope you guys have a good night. Hopefully it was a decent race to watch there at the end for a little bit when we tangled.
Yeah, it definitely got very entertaining, and we'll send you back now, and good luck tomorrow night.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see if we can't. No, there's nobody else left to interview. I wanted to get to your last two Final Four drivers, but nobody left the interview, and so we'll. Oh God, was my Max? Are you here? Can you talk?
Hello.
Okay, it was working. Thank God. I didn't know if I didn't mute the. Okay, we're good. So for the final time this season from the 40XLI Contender Series, we'll be signing off, and tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern on High Velocity TV. Right? High Velocity TV. Yeah, High Velocity TV. Christian Delgado and Riley Maxwell will bring you to Homestead for 267 laps for the QRS Cup Series Championship for the champion with a $100 payout on the line. So we'll see you tomorrow night for the final time. Everybody take care. We'll